Jeroen Dubbeldam is one of the most celebrated equestrian athletes of all time. In 2014, he became the FEI World Individual and Team Champion, and within 12 months he had added the FEI Jumping Nations Cup title and 2 European gold medals to his collection, all with his horse, Zenith. Earlier this year, the decision was made to retire his winning ride from competitive sport. Zenith now enjoys the comforts of Jeroen's yard, Stal de Sjiem in the Netherlands, but his legacy will certainly live on.
Yeah, Zenith has been always a special horse, although in the beginning it wasn't easy with him. He was a very sensitive horse, a lot of blood. He was always too sharp. We like when the horses are sharp, but he was too sharp. What worked against me in the beginning worked with me in his best times. He was a horse really sharp, with all the scope in the world. Brave as hell. The horse has so much courage that there was not one track in the world was too big for him. You could build a castle and he would jump it. And then when all the pieces came together, then also the big results came.
In 2014, the pairing became the FEI World Individual and Team Champions at the World Equestrian Games in Normandy.
I didn't come there as a favorite. I came there in underdog position. This was my first year with Zenith on that level. And so there was no expectations. Then once we were there and I felt this form also again by Zenith, I thought, well, there's much more in this whole week than only try to win a team medal. And that was also what I felt there from day one. And then, it was fantastic. Everything went the way I want.
Less than a year later, 2 other major medals were added to the combinations prize collection.
2015 European Championships in Aachen were, of course, when something is held in Aachen, it's already special. And we went into these championships as some kind of the favorite. He jumped, 5 courses. He didn't touch a fence. I had the feeling I could even jump 3 more days and still have no fault. He gave me so much confidence. For me, it was a fantastic experience, and that was the best of Zenith.
The pairing also played a huge part in the success of the Dutch team, and Jeroen shared some historic moments with his compatriots.
We have already this team feeling, and we have an unbelievable team spirit. And then when you put that orange jacket on, it makes it even stronger. Somehow it maybe sounds funny and it maybe even looks funny, I don't know. But the minute you put that orange jacket on, there's some spirit comes into you, and then it makes that feeling even stronger.
It's easy to remember Jeroen's most recent success with Zenith, but both the medal collection and horses who still reside at the Dutchman's yard represent a glittering career that dates back much further.
Of course, I've been lucky to have a few very good horses. It started, of course, all with De Sjiem, who I won with the 2000 Olympics with, and the Grand Prix of Aachen. I even named my stable Stal de Sjiem because this horse meant so much to me. He put me on the map, and there will come a day that he's not among us anymore, and then his name will still be there. And then Up and Down came, who gave me a gold medal in 2006 and in 2007 with the team, World Championships and European Championships. So very special horse to me. And then after Up and Down, I didn't win a medal on this horse. Simon was his name, who later was with BZ Madden. Unfortunately, I could only ride him for 2 years, but he was a fantastic horse, and I won a lot of classes with him and World Cups, and he was third in the World Cup final in Leipzig with me. And although I say maybe Simon was my most talented horse, for sure Zenith, if you look at the medals, was my most successful horse.
Currently, the former world champion doesn't have a horse to ride at the top level, but his schedule remains busy by training others on the circuit.
you asked me 10 years ago, would you have students? I would for sure say no. I want to ride myself. But now I like doing it, and I still ride myself also, of course, because I think it's important, because then you still know how difficult it is and where still are the problems. Because if you don't ride at all anymore, I think you get a little bit blind for those. Yeah, and who knows, if really the right horse comes on my path again, then I give it a go again.